Coming up in this episode, waves invade the cockpit in midnight gale conditions.
There's waves coming from the side and going over like that, spiking and then dumping their load.
And can we make it around the notorious tip of New Zealand where two oceans collide? Sometime early hours of tomorrow morning. So there's that issue, it's going to be dark. Following on from last week's episode, we have covered half of the 300-mile passage to the very top of New Zealand. Big lumps. I think these swells are coming up from the Southern Ocean because they are like a big tower block of water. It's huge. Just watching them roll in. Yeah. Massive.
One of them nights, I think. The water is so blue.
It is.
Amazing.
Winds picked up, touching 30 gusts as forecast. Had to get a little bit of genoa in. We got the two head sails quite small, going along about 5.5 to 6 knots. Relatively comfortable on board now. It's actually more comfortable now than what it was because we're sort of staying ahead of the waves, which is good. This wind we got now, and the wind from the wind when we started, is courtesy of a low pressure system that's to the east of New Zealand. On the east side of New Zealand there's really strong winds, but here we're just getting a little bit of it. And there's a big area of high out to our west that's coming over and pushing it out the way, so it's not going to last too long. Yay, really surfing on these waves. Cool. .9 in the evening. It's gusting 30s out there now. Luke went out earlier and put a couple of rolls of the furler, the Jenny in. Did about 5.5 to 6 knots. It's relatively comfortable. It's a bit howly now and again, you can hear it. The waves outside breaking behind the boat and the whistling of the wind through the rigging. A bit unnerving really. Gonna go sleep now for a bit. Taking turns on watch. See how we get on tonight. We're set to calm down by tomorrow morning, and then by tomorrow evening we'll probably have like 10 knots of breeze out there. It'll be lovely.
Got the hatch closed behind me because there's waves coming into the cockpit. It's not really blowing that much anymore, but I've never seen such a confused, wavy state of the sea before. I wish I could show you on camera, but it's pitch black out there. It's just absolutely crazy. Really so confused. It's like waves are everywhere. There's waves coming from the side and going over like that, spiking and then dumping load of water in the cockpit before I've had to close everything up. It's weird, really weird. People are having to pop out there all the time, disturbing Adam while he's trying to sleep. So, yeah, it's crazy, really.
Last night was the most comfortable night we've had on this passage so far. Adam's laughing in the background. Not to say...
Liar! What a liar!
Well, it was, isn't it?
It was horrendous. Slats when you were on a bed. Rolling. Worst ever.
No, it wasn't. I didn't think so.
Or was that the night before?
Night before, I think. It's all been pretty bad, but...
Yeah. Maybe it was a little bit better last night then.
I thought last night was the best night we've had. Well, yeah, the best night we've had.
Yeah.
The first night it was blowing a gale.
Yeah.
The second night it was just really rolly.
Yeah.
And then last night it was a little bit... It was windy, wasn't it?
It got windy till midnight.
Yeah, but then I didn't find it as rolly as it was.
No.
Thing. I'm trying to look a little bit more cheerful. It's the last day today though, or last day and night tonight. The tide is gonna screw us over a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least it's sunny every day and it's not raining, it's nice.
Yeah, it'll rain though.
But, we had all the washboards on last night because they had water coming in the cockpit, filling up the cockpit. I'm on the tiller. I do like to get on the tiller now and again because when you got Neppy on the tiller all the time, even though she does a great job, you kind of feel like you're not doing anything. You're just not part of the journey. It's strange, it is. It feels like you're not part of the journey, so I like to get on the tiller every once in a while. Makes you feel like you've done something, you know? Plus, it's enjoyable. I like going on the tiller. Get to feel the boat and feel how she's going and stuff. I know she's pretty happy at the moment with this wind. She's enjoying it.
.3 miles directly to the top of the cape to get around. I'm not going particularly fast, but there's no rush. We're just going to cruise up there and get around the top. Then we're going to anchor in one of these bays here, either this one or here.
This one looks better.
Yeah. It depends what the swell is like up there. If it's too uncomfortable, we'll just carry on around the point.
Yeah.
Start coming down here. Try and get some protection from it. We're just surviving at the minute, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know, some people, they sail around the world and they're in that Southern Ocean for months. And they got much worse than this for months. It's so hardened. I know you get used to it after a while. But it's just commitment. There really is commitment down there. We knew this would be swelly on this side, but didn't know it would be this swelly. It's crazy.
Well,
Big stuff in his face with crisps. You feeling seasick today at all?
No.
No.
I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
I'm a hardened sailor. Oh, yeah. Look at this. So blue. It's so blue.
It's like tropical water again up here.
It's beautiful.
Unbelievably blue colour, the sea.
And there's a little tiny bird there. Wow, amazing. And the swell is disappearing. It's passed on already. You probably can't see it on camera, but the last 3 days, or the last 2.5 days, really big. They're like half disappeared.
Yeah.
So much better. It's nice. Beautiful day. Beautiful
Smoother.
sailing. This is what I come out here for.
Faster.
Like this.
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it? Oh, Atlas. I'm so proud of Atlas. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, she does a good job. We've got twin head sails up.
living it.
Living life. Got about 50 miles left.
Yeah, no
Go.
problem brewing, didn't we?
Yeah, the timings aren't great. We're going to be rounding the Cape at the top of North Island sometime early hours of tomorrow morning. So there's that issue. It's going to be dark. It's not the best time to go around there, they say, because it can get a little bit choppy. Secondly is the tide's going to be foul until 2 AM. Running against us about 2.4 knots. After 2 AM then we'll have tide with us going around there. So if we get there too early we're going to be punching loads of tide. And lastly is we're going to run out of wind by this evening, and by 12 o'clock we're going to have about 5 knots of wind.
Yeah, there's one more problem.
Oh, one more problem is,
Yeah.
you could say we could motor, get in the tide and motor around there, but apparently there's lots of cray pots and fishing pots around there. And we can't motor in the dark because we can't see them. We get one wrapped around our prop, could damage the prop or the prop shaft or the gearbox or anything. Tricky.
It's very tricky. See what happens when we get there. Hopefully we'll have some wind. If not, and it's really, really calm, we may even get somebody to stay up on the bow with a spotlight. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
That would
the float.
That would work. Spotlight.
Yeah.
So we spot the pots.
Yeah. But you can't beat sailing like this.
Yeah, really nice. Making some tea now. Gonna have a classic sausage pasta bake. Sausage pasta bake with cheese.
Delicious.
Yes.
Oh God.
Bon appetit.
Mental.
Sun's going down. This will be our last night at sea. Well, I hope sometime in the early hours or sometime tomorrow we'll be anchored up in that bay. Wind is easing away. We'll still do 5.5 knots. Then we've got some tide with us running up at the minute. That's going to turn foul at 9 o'clock. And the winds will drop off to nothing. Midnight. There's the point over there. Or around that point. We're going to give it a wide berth. Try and stay out of the worst of the current.
You nervous?
No.
I'm nervous.
You're always nervous, Luke. I'm always nervous about something. See the lighthouse at the end flashing?
Can you?
Yeah.
Where?
Right at the end it flashes.
It's like a beacon at my heart.
You're a weirdo. chat. Checking chinny chat update. That's where we are. As you can see by the tide arrow right next to us, it's just starting to turn foul on us now. It's currently 9:30.
Nick is on the line.
We need to get up to around about here. But this arrow here is really raging. So I don't know what we're going to do really. We're slowly running out of wind as well. What do you reckon, Luke?
I think we're just going to push far enough north in deep water.
Yeah.
And then when the wind totally goes, we're just going to get the motor going. I have to.
Yeah.
We've got no other choice.
Try and tread water and move forward slowly. Just made a turn to starboard. As you can see, we're ploughing straight into tide, blue arrow. But this tide here is going to turn. It's a full flow now, 2 knots. Yeah, it's starting to turn around there at 10 to 2 in the morning. It's 10:45, so it's not too bad.
2 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doing better than expected at the moment. I'm on toast duty. I'm making toast. 4 delicious pieces Marmite with real butter. Real butter. I've been sitting on the floor being the butter man. Is this what boating is, Ed? Eating toast on the floor?
Yes.
Half past 11 at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's the reality of sailing sometimes. It's not all glamorous, is it?
No. Very little of sailing is glamorous, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Not yet.
You only get those special moments fleetingly, but you're always chasing them.
Yeah.
Some of it is fantastic.
The engine now, we're about 1.5 hours away from our anchorage. I'll show you. There we are. Come right around the outside here. Grey pots on the inside. Deep water.
We did decide to get the engine going afterwards as the wind dropped off to practically nothing. We were actually in 60 metres of water, so the chances of running over the cray pot was greatly reduced.
Now we're heading into this bay. And we're going to anchor here. And about 10 metres of water. Sandy bay. We'll see what it's like in the morning.
Just putting the anchor down now. It's 5:10. It was quite eerie coming into the bay because you could see the land, the dark land getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the land on either side just surrounding us. It was like almost like the land was swallowing us up as we're getting further and further in. Quite a surreal experience. And you can smell the land as well. You can smell the deep pine trees and vegetation and growth. Smells quite wonderful. Even only 3 days out of sea. Made it.
All the way up to the top of New Zealand from New Plymouth.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah. 5:20 in the morning, just arrived. So. Congratulations. Did it.
Woken up from like barely 4-hour sleep. Could do it more, probably get another couple of hours this afternoon. We're gonna just inflated the tender and we're gonna see if there's a way to get onto shore. It looks quite wavy from here. We're hoping it's not going to be too bad, but there's only one way to check it out, and this is the moment of truth. I can see people on the beach over there. Yeah, something over there.
made it to the kind of the surf line for this beach. Yeah, I don't think we're that skilled enough to surf one in. Oh, look at this one.
Too much of a risk, isn't it?
Yeah. Look at them. Quite big.
Yeah, too much of a risk with this to go in and that. It's too risky. Can't
You can get in, but getting back out.
I would never go out on that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, disappointing, really.
Yeah. We're thinking because the swell's sweeping its way around this point, either go up there, tuck off the beach, all the way over there, less surf, or around this point. Or maybe some protection around there.
It's so far out, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, Atlas is all the way up there.
What's this going on?
And my first malty beer. Maltiness.
How many days has it been?
3 days? 4 days?
Oh, 3 days.
4 days.
Oh, 3 days without a beer. Horrendous, isn't it?
It's terrible, isn't it?
3 days no beer. Jamming withdrawals already.
When you're offshore,
Yeah, no, it's nice to have a treat, isn't it?
this is a treat. This is. We've got a little bit of beer, and Luke's got a little bit of spiced rum in his glass there, and he's got his beer glass, which is absolutely growing, disgusting.
Yeah, it needs a little clean.
Just looking forward to going to bed. Well, I went to bed last night. It was nice. No, early hours of this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, for 4 hours.
4
and then
hours,
you
I
woke up
woke
at
up.
bloody 9 o'clock.
I was overtired.
From 5 until 9 o'clock, and he was like, Adam woke me up and went, right, time to get up now. I was like, no, what are you waking me up for? And then he just kept me up all day.
Working like a dog. Go drink your first
this
beer
off,
out of your
this Adam.
disgusting pint glass. It looks like it's got coffee all over it.
Adam looked at me and said, oh, you look like an idiot. With a quilt on me.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but the look you gave me, Adam.
You're such an idiot.
It was like, yeah, you look like an idiot. So I had to take it off. It's a look, see.
It's amazing what goes on in your little brain of yours.
I know my brother well. The looks. As if to say, you look like an idiot, but I'm going to record you anyway. Thanks. Really appreciate it.
Drink your beer.
3 days, the hard slog of sailing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was very difficult. If you enjoyed this week's episode, please remember to give us a like, share and leave a comment below.
Yeah. Thank you so much to our amazing club members in our Patreon club. Without you, this wouldn't be coming true and we wouldn't be able to sail on. So thank you so much for your amazing support.